You know, one of the cool things that BeamNG has is that they have an assortment of stock cars, which is something that I don't really get to fiddle around with much here in Australia. It's just not really a thing that we take into consideration. Oh god, this thing is slow off the line. But you know, that doesn't particularly matter, because it's the high speed that really matters the most. And what is this thing like going around on a track? It doesn't like that high speed, but you know, it does grab a lot of traction. Now, this is fun, sure, but in multiplayer this doesn't work very well, as people tend to just do their own thing. And if you have identical cars, which, let's face it, you probably are going to have identical cars, you're never really going to catch anybody. Now, I have done NASCAR-style races in the past, and it comes down mostly to build and your consistency to not crash. Yeah. The big issue? No slipstreaming. But there's a modder here to save the day. This is Luck's drafting mod, and it's looking like it's going to be a pretty good thing to have in the future. Now, I have used some in the past and they're a little bit buggy, but I'm excited to see what this is like, because this is the first one that I get to fiddle with myself. So I'm here with my helper Min, and we're gonna do a little bit of a drag down this straight here. It's very hard to keep a decent speed, but if I just drive around, we're gonna see what our top speed is. Then I'm gonna get behind him for the next lap, and then I'm going to see what the difference in speed is. So it's looking at about 270, 280-ish. Okay, that sounds good. Now, we're going to let him stay ahead of us, and we're going to draft him at the end of the next straight. He seems to be a little bit wayward at the moment. If he could keep it off the wall, that would be fantastic. Okay, so he's got a little bit extra speed than me, and we're going to not get behind him right now. We want to see the actual difference, and I want to know if there's like a wake to it or if it's just in a line. I wonder if I'll actually be able to tell. We're even going to go like silent, so then I can make sure that I can hear any sort of like maybe engine pitch noise change. Alright, he's ahead of me and he's faster. Okay, it doesn't sound like there's any sort of engine pitch sound change. He's very wayward on my screen. I do seem to be catching on him a lot though. And we've already reached 280. So nearly 290. So I'm going to go around again. And I'm not going to draft him this time. I'm just going to see if 290 is possible without drafting. I always feel like it's not. So that must be exactly what's happening. Oh, now he's getting a bit of draft on me. Looks like he's catching up a little bit. Oh no, he's pulled out of the slipstream now, so we won't know. We're coming around. Yeah, this thing struggles to reach 280. So I feel that that was actually giving us a boost of about 10 kilometers an hour, which is not insignificant. For those of you on the other side of the pond, that is, I think, about 6.2 miles per hour. So in a race, helpful, but you're not going to be like blistering down the straights like some mods have. And yeah, very clean. Didn't even reach 280 that time. We're going to go one more time around, and I'm going to draft him again to see what we can do on that one home straight again. We're going to leave him in front of us, and we're going to just hang back. And I wonder if they're also going to make it your engine gets hotter if you slipstream too much. Or draft, sorry, if you're American. But here we call it slipstreaming. The idea in real racing is if your engine is overheating, which can happen, especially if you got like a high-powered sort of vehicle that doesn't go very fast, you have to pull out of the slipstream to gain some of your... Oh, maybe I started slipstreaming a little too early just then. Oh yeah, we're already going 280. Oh, okay. Yeah, this mod is definitely going in my toolkit. All right, Ekai, let's just do one more. We're gonna go around to the start-finish line, and then we're gonna do a proper 3-heat lap, just to see how much of an effect this mod has in the actual goings on of racing, because generally what will happen is nothing. We have similar cars. We just end up side by side the entire time. Whoever's got like the better racing line, that's it. But now we're going to see it a little bit different. Maybe like the amount of fuel you have would change the amount of weight and inertia you have. But if we pull up side by side now, oh, don't cut me off. All right, I'm going to slow down a little bit to loosen speed, and a rolling start across the line. Now we're going to see what's going to happen. I feel, oh shoot, oh, and immediately I spin. Wow, I've done well, haven't I? I'm a dunce. All right, let's line up on the start-finish line. All right, this time we're going to do a little bit better. Now we have to get a lot of wheel spin because this thing really bogs down off the line. Now I've got an early start, but that doesn't mean a whole lot if he can draft me effectively. And at the moment, he's just kind of just beside me, so he's not going to be able to draft, though that might come into the strategy. We're going to do 3 laps and see how close this race can be, or just to see what drafting actually does as an effect here. So at the moment, he's taken the high road, well, I've taken the low road. I've gone the low blow. Now, I could go up high along the bunker line, but that would give him the slipstream, and he seems really intent on, taking that high line, apparently, gives him the exit speed. Okay. Well, that's something to keep in mind. We're not going to slipstream through a corner. That would just be kind of fruitless. We're going to take the low road, and we're going to see what happens if he keeps it on that high road. Because I don't know much about NASCAR. I don't know how corner exits really affect the top speeds. At the moment, he's already gaining speed. I feel as if, potentially, slipstreaming has a very big wake. We'll see. If he ever makes it in front of me at any time, we'll see how this turns out. At the moment, they don't have side drafting, but that is something that they said that they're going to be looking into. He's also, once again, taking the high road. I'm going to double apexes just a little bit. And then I'm going to take a really low road so he can't draft. And he's got the speed again! Wow, it's got to be like 2 kilometers an hour or more. We're finishing our second lap now. I think I'm just going to ease off the accelerator. Good thing he can't hear me right now. And I'm just going to stay behind him. And I'm just going to sling past him on this lap and hopefully open up a big gap. Alright, so we're now coming into his slipstream here. And we're just going to get up to our highest top speed. And then we're going to exit the next corner as best we can. Oh, no, he's... Oh, no, we've come together. Oh, dear. That's the speed difference. He had the better line, but yet I had so much more speed that I was able to just come up behind him and give him, you know, a friendly nudge. It was only a light tap, but it was enough. And now I know I probably should have had collisions turned off. I'm going to try one more thing, though. I'm just going to come to a stop here. Usually, what happens when you reset a car or teleport a car to another place? What happens is the car doesn't dissipate and then reappear. It actually just moves really fast in one frame. Now, with other slipstreaming mods, that means that that slipstream suddenly goes, holy cow, we've got like an impossible amount of drafting happening right now, and it can destroy cars. So we're going to see if we can do that right now. So I'm just going to pull in front of Akai here, and I'm going to set myself a respawn point, and we're going to see if me being really far away messes up his car, or if the slipstreaming is a little too low, and this mod doesn't have that issue. So we're going to pull away incredibly slowly because this thing has the longest first gear in all of history. We're also going to have a bit of speed up. He's just going to sit back there. This is about as far away as we need to be. And then... Bam, reset. That was the wrong button. Frick. Okay. This time I'm going to do it correctly, so teleport the other way. And it didn't look like it had any effect. So... it looks like they fixed that issue. I'm going to try a few other different ways, though. There could be other things. Maybe if I go on this side of it. I've never actually had been able to do the glitch to anybody else, but I have seen other people do it to me. So we're just trying to replicate that at the moment. This time we're going to teleport to the other side of him. So bloop. Nothing. Fantastic. Now that they don't have that glitch with this drafting mod, that is so cool. So you guys can go check out the mod. It is available on the repository and it seems to work just nicely. I wonder if... No, I can't see anything related to the drafting mod. That would be really cool if I knew how it would. Maybe I'll get him in and I'll have a talk to him one day about how they've done this mod. I say him, I don't actually know whether they're a he or she, just the assumption. But for now, I would like to thank my channel members. You guys are so awesome. For the rest of you though, I'll catch you all next time. Goodbye. Oh dear.